Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Void Stranger. I talked to some people, and while it seems like I saw the major ending, or the two major endings in the EX content, there are some other things to do. So I made a list on my own of like 8 things I could take a look at that might be interesting, and so we're going to kind of take a look at them from most probable to least to see if I can find any of the dusty corners I haven't seen in this content. So recall last time we were here. Push me into that sparkling pit. I must find it. I pushed him in and then followed him afterwards. This rock egg. What happens if I just go on my own? And so I can do that without turning off my wings by doing this. So if I do this, then I'm just here and there's no rock egg to go with me. Alright, so I think we've seen this. So yeah, if I get to the bottom without the egg, like, am I capable of doing that? I guess I'll try it really quick. Okay, well, as I made it down here, I forgot that there was this, and there's something I want to do here anyway. So let's see, what's the best way to do this? I think I can use my wand in here, right? No, there's a Lev statue. I can't use the wand. Oh, there's a Lev statue. I can't use the wand. I want to see if I can talk to this mimic, was one of the things on my list. Is it possible to talk to this mimic? I guess not. How would I possibly keep him alive? Like, that's as close as it seems like we can get if I can't move tiles. Because there's no way to get the mimic onto the HUD. And there's no way... Is this true? Could I... Yeah, without moving tiles, there's no way for me to push the tan statues around. So I don't think it's possible to talk to this mimic. Actually, if the mimic could push the Lev statue off, I might be able to talk to the mimic. And is that a thing that can happen? Well, I don't think anymore. Could it have ever happened? Maybe. Hold on. Suppose I go back over here. No. If I go to the right, I was trying to offset us left and right. He'll end up going off. What if I do this? I can go down, and then down, and then left. Okay, here we go. Mimic is still alive, and now I have the ability to get blocks, but we're also offset, which is going to make things tenuous. So... No, but I could fix that. I need a cursor. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 spaces between us. So I could, like, build across here. And I could have the mimic bump his head on this guy, and then we could get back into the same column, but I feel like we'd be in the wrong rows to be able to talk to one another. And so to get in the right rows, it feels like I also have to punch him one to the right. Actually, maybe punching him multiple to the right if I'm going to be connecting a path here. Actually, I might have needed to already have grabbed the block. Are there other blocks I can grab? Not at the moment. Now there are, though. Yeah, now there's other blocks I can grab, so let's grab them. There's a block. And that's another way I could change the offset, okay. So I'm going to put that there. Let's grab another block. I wanted to actually put it out here for right now. So now I think I have enough blocks to connect us. And yeah, if we moved one closer and we were on the same horizontal thingy, it would be good. So now... Well, I'm going to be moving over farther to the right, though, anyway. I think there's a way to do it from here, so let's try it. Okay, so... We've gotten very close. Hello, friendly mimic. And now I would like you to move... Neither of us move up if we do this. Oh, I didn't even think about the fact that this guy is still alive and he's a problem. That kind of works in my favor-ish, though, also, because now it's going to enable me to do some other things, maybe? Maybe. I need to hold that guy, though. Okay, that does seem to be a problem. I just wanted to talk to the mimic. There's a hole. Can I possibly get south of that hole without killing the mimic somehow? I would have to be able to go... I've got a block in my wand. Actually, hold on. Rather than that one... no, the mimic's gonna go there. Yeah, I feel like that's the only place if I was gonna hold this guy I could have. I did not think about him at all. Rats. So I could go down 1, and the mimic can go down 1. I need the mimic to go up, though. So I guess I need to push the mimic up somewhere, but then I'll never be able to... Suppose I put the mimic here. If I go left, he goes right. I could put this down so I can get here. And now we could both go down a little bit. But he doesn't have room to get back to where he's going because I left that hole there. So I'm on the hotbar. And I do get the opportunity to pick up another tile. Oh, I'm really running out of options here. Gonna keep playing around with it, though. So from here... This might work. He's gonna fall off right before this guy sees me, though. Is there any way I could use the tile that's in my wand usefully? So back here, I can't go right now. Can I just visit him up top? What if I can just visit him up top? I might be able to visit him up top. Okay, so let's try that. So suppose I do this. Here we go. Getting close. He falls in a hole before I get there. Right, I can't place another tile in front of him. So that's not going to work. Darn it. Oh, wait. We're here. Right, because we got on the same row, and I already had made this. Okay, great. He might say nothing. Move aside. Interesting. He's well, yeah, of course, he moves around. He's a normal mimic. But I talked to some other mimics, and they had, like, the mimic portrait in this zone. Okay, that's not what I expected. But now I've done it. So with that done, then we can go back to what I was doing, which is killing all the enemies, and then continuing down this hole without the rock. And so without the rock, if I fall down here, we do reach the tree. I'm guessing this will be a different ending? Oh gosh, if it's the same ending. Alright, I might not watch because I don't want to cry. Let's see what happens when we don't push the rock down. It looks like it's the same, and to prevent myself from getting too emotional, I'll talk about the fact that O Fortuna is a song that you've probably heard because it's been used in a variety of like commercials and movies and different things, and it's like an epic finale. And I guess it would be about to start right here. But it's like dun 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 dun. You've probably heard it before. And then it has like a dun 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 da 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 da. And so that kind of makes for this epic finale. But that does appear to have been the same ending. And so I'm unsure if we needed to push the rock or if something. I don't know. Just double checking that there's nothing different in here. But this appears to be the same. And so I guess we'll move on to the next thing on my list. Okay, the next thing on my list to explore is what happens if we actually take the Sif statue. Normally this brings you back to the beginning. Beginning of what? It does bring you back to the beginning of EX. I do still have all of my brands, but that's kind of the... Oh, which means I can change... Like, I'm an E000. What happens if I make a brand here? I believe there are 17 tiles. I did count this out, but I realized that when you originally arrive here at the very start of entering EX mode, you don't have any... burdens, which means you're incapable of getting across this gap to actually move things around. But now I'm capable of moving the tiles around, which means I could try to form another brand here, and it begs the question of what happens if I do, so I'm going to try that. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, Gore's brand has 17? Yeah! So... I'm in this mode. What happens if I go down here? Can I travel from E to B? Yes. What do I suppose? Like, I mean, while we're down here, we might as well talk to Gore's seal. Which looks like Sanskrit numeral 4, I guess. 4 or 5, I forget. Hello, strange seal. A strange seal. You can't get any closer to it. Suddenly you hear a distant voice. Secret remains of the third traitorous White Lord, with no beeps. Give in to their request and bring them peace. The third seal will be severed. So am I just, like, back in the main game now? Seems like it. There are mimics here. If I were to talk, I can't talk to this mimic in particular. Just in case talking to a mimic is somehow going to be interesting, I'm gonna find one. Oh, here's one I can talk to. It is a mimic. Okay, that is that is abnormal. Like, that is different from what the normal game is. This one would just have a throwaway line talking to you. Also, there's a possible shortcut in this room that I could choose to take. I'm gonna choose to just keep exploring. What do I think? Like, the game is same but different now. And I don't know what to think of that. I really don't know. Alright, you go in that hole so that I can progress. And let's see, if I just look at the white one, this is easy to reason out, right? Yeah. That's how you solve that one. And then over here, I should bang the ceiling first. Do I want locust idols? Let's say that I do. I'm gonna get a locust idol. Is there any way I could get back to E somehow? I can't imagine so. This is the one that usually has the long conversation. Maybe this one will be a mimic that has a long conversation. Seems like you figured it out. Alright, you're stuck. This is the usual one. I should have checked the pause screen art when I was talking to the other mimic, or any of the mimics. It didn't occur to me until just now. And now this mimic's gonna disappear. Oh! The game just closed itself. Okay. Seems like I found something. What happens when I reopen the game? I'm back here. Okay, that was interesting. Well, now I have the opportunity to do that again and look at the pause screen art for the mimic. So I'm totally going to go do that. So I'm just going to do the same thing and I will be right back. Okay, so this time, if I look at the pause screen art right now, I am gray. Oops, hit that button. And, oh, hold on. Left aligned 111. Yeah, that was my brand. Okay. I was looking at the brand in the very bottom right of the menu screen here. I'd forgotten that I'd done that. Okay, and if I talk to you, it says that, and then if I look at the pause screen again, it's still just gray. Alright. What happens if I... in between... Yes, I know what I want to do next. Okay, so... let's go ahead and kill you off first. And then if I want to kill off the other guy, sure. This will work. Okay. It'll only take a moment to get through these rooms. You go over there. Then I go this way. And here, sure, we'll get our locust idol again, because they're delicious. You acquired a locust idol. It looks rather tasty. Maybe it'll come in handy. It might. We'll see. So, once again, pause screen is gray. What's the pause screen going to look like here? Is it going to be add again, or is it going to be something else? It's add again. Okay, so that hasn't changed. So what happens if I dump you? It's when the mimic dies that the game closes. Okay. Is there any other way? There was no HUD access in Gore's basement or any of those subsequent puzzles. But I do possibly know one other way that we could have progressed. And that's to see if we're back in the game enough that trials are active. So this will be wild. Yeah, this will be wild. This will be fun. You're going to love it. So once again, there isn't actually HUD access once I fall down here. I can push the rock, but that's as far as I can get. So I don't have HUD access here. There's obviously nothing special that I could do here. I'm going to solve one puzzle room, like just in case it matters, and get to 163 before I do what I'm going to do next. So from here... oh no, there's a shortcut here. Hold on. That's the other thing I didn't consider. Although that using the shortcut involves killing them. Well, you have to fall before your mimic. So what if you could use the shortcut here? I'm going to save here either way because there's two things I want to try. So I'll be right back. Okay, I just saved the game and exited and reloaded, and I'm back here. So it doesn't even allow like a real save. So I have to do this all in one fell swoop. Okay, so that means I can't do one of the things that I wanted to do there, so I'll just say what it was. You will recall that at one point I had tried to edit my own save file because the save file is just kind of stored in a text format, and so I tried to edit it with a text editor because that's a perfectly normal thing to do in a puzzle game like this. And when you do so, as for example Gray, you get put on trial, as you often do in this game. And, you know, Sif admonishes you for, I don't remember even, like, breaking the bounds of something something. And the punishment, if you are guilty, is that you get sent back to floor 001. And so I thought that that was one way I would be able to get to a different floor. However, that involves exiting the game, modifying the same save file, and reloading the game. And apparently the even without modifying the same file, reloading the game, it knows that you are in EX mode and says, nope, that's not allowed. So we're not going to do that one. So what we are going to do is we're going to try taking the shortcut in floor 163. And so apologies that we have to see this again, but it doesn't take very long since we have wings. So let's do this. And then I think I have to turn off wings in order to do this. I know it will work if I turn off wings, so I'm going to choose to turn off wings. So Burton's wings off. Fall before your reflection. And so I move first, and so the mimic is not going to fall in the pit. I am, and this should take me to a secret basement. And since the mimics are all still alive, we are still in this mode for the moment. Oh! That's Mon's voice. What have we here? It's Mon. And Mon's merchant music. Alright. Haven't I seen that face before? But those eyes. There's nothing behind them. This has lore implications. So one of the things I was thinking about is that it's possibly the case that EX mode, we appear to be playing as Void Stranger Gray, but then at the end, we go to sleep at the tree as Void Stranger Gray, and we wake up as the Mimic. And so perhaps we were the Mimic all along. And I think that's what Mon is suggesting here. I haven't thought deeply about this, but that was one of the many ideas that's been pulsing through my head in the last some amount of time. Okay. I got it. You're one of those greenhorn's useless dolls, aren't you? I do not remember selling you any of my hot tips. And unfortunately for you, I do not take credit. Oh, credit as opposed to like cash. Do I have a locust idol on me right now? I don't. Oh, he's going to open his eyes. And the game just closed. And if we reload, I'll be back at episode E016 again. And there were no other actions that I could have done there. Yeah, and I am back here. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Can I think of anything else clever to do once I step through that Sif statue then? Not right at the moment, but let me look through my notes. Okay, well, if editing my save file after I've used Gore's brand doesn't work, what if I just edit my save file from E16? So I've done that, and now I'm restarting the game. And it just brings me right back here. Okay, so it just kind of ignored that. That's kind of what I thought would happen. Yeah, because the Void Court kind of doesn't exist because I believe we're in the Sif B ending timeline. after Erasure has left, after Judge Zero has left, so it's just the two of them. Okay. Okay, well, I still had a number of other things on my list that I can check out. Alright, so the next thing on my to-do list is... if I hold the button 6 seconds here, I presume it will make the add statue up there disappear. But this is from my save point I made after we had gotten all the burdens. And this is where we get access to the HUD. And I used it. I have to be careful of the octahedron. So let's just kill him somehow. He says, like, it's super easy. Sure, there we go. Very well, octahedron. Okay, so we went to the void. I do want to interact with the statue again. Elysium breached. Okay, it's up here somewhere. I will go find it. Alright, I found it. I can't remember last time if I actually just interacted with it like this. A giant carcass. The dull how escapes from its decaying cracks. It won't stop. Okay, so that's the same. And what about... I forget what happens if void memory is turned off and I try to interact with it. Giant carcass. And that's all you get, a giant carcass. Alright, and if I bong 6 times... and I don't have void memory turned on, is it still possible to hear the bell toll for me? It is. Okay. Will you accept its call? No, it's calling collect, and I don't accept the charges. Okay, what I want to see what happens now is what happens if the void monster chicken thing, whatever it is, that comes and runs at you if you go far enough away, gets me. And so this will take a while. I hear it coming. There it is. Crash the game. And it does just bring us here. Let's see, the stairs at the north end, when I did the stuff in the correct order, they ended up opening up, and that's how I progressed last time. And then remind me, yeah, this gives you the opportunity to go back to... some of these guys are easier to kill than others. To teleport back to various useful locations. And I would like to do that. Because there are some locations I do want to go back to. So those are the numbers I have access to. And 40. If I wanted to get to 40, I could do it for going from 31. I could also do it from 36, but I think, I think like 37 was like the really awful one. Which is kind of unfortunate. But these are also the chests places, right? I wanted to relook in a second time into the chests. So let's actually check that out. There's no problem if I leave that here. So if I go to E31, I believe this is the location of Void Sword. So if I go back here, the Void Sword chest is already empty, but if I look in it a second time, it's empty. It just says it's empty. Maybe I did check that before, and I had forgotten. Alright, so that's... Oh, I do have void memory turned off, though, just in case that matters. So let's turn void memory, not memories. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize exactly what save file I'd originally used to start off all of this stuff. Let's go to burdens. Let's go to burdens and press the correct key. And turn this back on. And then if I look in the chest a second time... Okay, it's still just empty. And... yeah, all I could do from here is go back to floor 1, so far as I can tell. And... invalid, missing EL value. Hadn't thought about, too much about messing with other stuff in the HUD, have I? So I guess I should probably do that. Like, that wasn't on my list, but now that I'm just saying it aloud. I can't remember if and how much of it we've done, and E002 is the easiest place to do it. If I just ditch the rock, that's probably a good way to get you coming. And so, for example, if I do this, Mem 3, Mem 2, Mem 1, usual stuff. We've picked this up before and crashed the game before. We know that this doesn't do anything bad. And we know that picking up other tiles over here is fine. And then we know from experience elsewhere that this would just crash the game, but let's just try it. It did indeed crash the game. So I feel like I've done my due diligence there then. This just brings me back here. And I don't think there was a way to smuggle the Locust Idol that we got when we created Gore's brand and jumped back into B blah 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 and got a Locust Idol, because then we reached the room with the Mimic. And if you kill the Mimic, then the game crashes and you end up back in Elysium, and if you don't kill the Mimic, you can't get past them to get to the exit. And the only other way was through Mon's shortcut, and Mon was there and got us immediately in a dialogue, and he killed us and sent us back to Elysium. So I don't think there's any other clever game crash-ish related kind of stuff I can think of to do. And all of my other stuff is pretty far-fetched. So I might look at some hints to save myself some time, and we'll see if any of them relate to my notes or if they're things I didn't think of. I should note, by the way, that when you come back to these special brand floors, there's no possible way to do anything but step into the stairs, so I don't think I can make other brands in any of these rooms. But I've decided to come back here. So it appears that there's 2 bits of content that I might be missing. One seems especially obscure, and I don't even have an idea, but the other, someone said that there's a secret exit in a room that has a normal exit. And I was originally thinking Basement 40, I'll probably put up a screenshot if I remember to edit it in. E040 had a tan statue in the lower right, but there was no reason for it to be there, so I really wondered what was underneath it, but it appears to be a white tile. I've taken screenshots of all of the E blah 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 floors, and I was just looking back through all those screenshots, and this is the first puzzle floor, and it's a little bit suspicious that there's a hole over here. I mean, it's kind of necessary for the puzzle, but if I was going to hide a secret exit, this would be a great place to put it, and sadly it's not there. Alright, let me continue looking through the screenshots and see if I see anything else that looks suspicious. Well, in addition to E050, which kind of like has horns attached to the outside of the puzzle, there is one other place that looks a little bit suspicious to me now that I'm looking back at the screenshots, and that's 61, which is where you pick up Void Memory, if I recall correctly. So let's take 61 and go there together. And let me show off what I think looks suspicious. Knock that chest over there 6 times in a row. Remain still and wait for 6 seconds. The exit will reveal itself. Don't ask how I know. There's an ad statue at the bottom left. And... oh, is that where the other number is, though? Is that where 01 appears? That's where 01 appears. I was thinking this little corner looks pretty suspicious. That said, this hole right here also looks suspicious now that I'm saying it. Yeah, so let's try falling down this hole in case there's anything down here. There is not. Alright. 040 is a giant pain in the neck to get to, and I don't see any way to get to the location of that tan statue, even if I did destroy it. So I think I'm going to look for deeper hints or spoilers, because I would like to get back to making lore videos, but I would like to see the end of this while we're here. Looking for hints online suggests that one of the secrets might be right here, which is somewhere I conveniently already have a save for. Normally in a tree room, this tile I'm standing on would be the exit. Is there any chance that there's sparkles underneath here? There's no sparkles. Suppose I just fall there anyway. Something happen? Yes. I see One of the things I was finding online was talking about a trailer ending, and this is it. Also, this is, what's it called? Like Infinite Dancing or something. It's not right, though. Dancing Infinity. There we go. I think. Or maybe this is the music practice track. But in any case, these rooms did appear in the trailer. And yeah, I think when I first started EX mode, I talked about the fact that my friend had been poking about the game files and had found some secret content. One of the other rooms he found was in the... It's not the release trailer, it's the, like the preview trailer, the announcement trailer that like the game was going to exist at some point. And yeah, I'm not sure if this is Dancing Infinity or the other one. Or the Gray and Lily dance one. It must be Dancing Infinity because it's got to play on repeat, I imagine, while you're in here. I'm sorry, I'm getting so distracted. In the trailer, there were puzzle rooms that spelled out Sokoban. And he found the letter A from Sokoban. And so I imagine that might be down here too. And can I actually get a Locust title? I can. Neat. You acquired a Locust title. It looks rather tasty, actually. Who knows? Maybe it'll come in handy in the long run. It's empty. Alright. I'm trying to decide if I want to fall down a hole and see if it uses a Locust title. I do, so let's find out. Alright, great. I'm Voids. Of course it didn't use a Locust title. Okay, can I talk to a rock? Everything will be... Oh, everything will be... It's so hard to move. I didn't remember everything will be as one of the rock talks. I have a sword. So let's do that. I don't particularly remember this room from the trailer, but it might have existed. Here's S. Okay, Sokoban. And I can use my wand, my Void Rod. I see. So these are actually solvable with the burdens, but the existence of the burdens was something no one would have known. Preview trailer is the word I was looking for during the preview trailer. And so none of these puzzles made any sense. But they're actually solvable levels when you have the burdens. Here's the O. Here comes the K. And I need to push the B statue there. So let's do it more carefully than I was about to do it. Oh, this is so clever. I don't know how I never noticed that they were solvable levels before. So here comes another O. This one shaped kind of differently. I can pick up a single tile and put it back down so I see what to do. I want to do this. B. Great. Yeah, I remember watching the trailer, like, for the... I don't know, probably like the 20th time I'd watched it, and I was like, oh my gosh, these levels, they actually spell out Sokoban! And I went on the Discord, and I was like, did anybody see this? And like, yeah, like, you know, months ago, people posted that. And I was like, oh. But it feels cool to find stuff on your own, even if it's already been found. Okay, what am I doing here? Looks like I'm just walking... Looks like I'm just walking and doing stuff. There's nothing too special here. I probably didn't want to take that one. Let's make a giant mess of everything. Alright, here comes the A. This is the one that my friend sent me a screenshot that he found this room. Alright, cool. And then finally N. And this one, I can use the wand as much as I like. So if I were to carry the exits, which seems doable, over to here, that should do it. And so now I don't remember if this one was in the trailer or not. Also, bad guys, get out of my way. Let's bump the wall. Sure. That seems like a good plan. You're not facing me, so that's fine. You are facing me, so that's not as fine. I could just go to the exit. I don't have to kill every snake in here. I'm an E question mark, question mark, question mark, by the way. This one, I remember from the trailer, and I was thinking it looked vaguely like a sword, and I was like, was this some hint about Void Sword or something? But no. Rock? That is different. That's a line from Princess Lily during the first dream on floor B028. Is it? It might be from the second dream on B056. In any case, that is definitely a line that Princess Lily speaks and is not a line that a random rock would speak. Just you and me. That's the continuation. So we can do whatever we like, go wherever. What's holding us? Yeah, all four of those lines are straight out of Lily's dialogue. Also, I don't see how to get to this. Yeah, I do. I'm already holding a tile. I was like, how am I going to get there? And then I remembered that I had wings. Okay. Kill. Kill. These guys will kill each other. So this chest is especially interesting. Like, chests like this, I feel like, are meant with the express purpose of being able to reface the player, so they're facing down, so you could place a block here, and then do something. I had a dream, by the way. Was it last night or was it the night before? One of the last 2 nights, I had a dream. I woke up. In my dream, I was playing in EX mode, and I was able to bang against one of the walls, and it broke the wall open, and I was able to like walk through the wall and like get to a secret area. So yeah, that's just a random thing that I thought of for some reason on this floor. I think that one was in the trailer as well. This one may or may not have been in the trailer. But I can do it. Yeah, this one was in the trailer, because I remember thinking it looks brain-shaped when I was watching the trailer with keener eyes at some point. Like, the outline kind of like just looks like the outline of like a brain case or whatever, and like the block that we start on the bottom or whatever is like where it like connects to the spine or something. I don't know. This one I don't remember as being in the trailer offhand. This guy's gonna walk towards me. What happens if we walk towards each other? That happens. Alright, great. I can kill the mimic, but it would be great to talk to the mimic if possible. Is it possible to talk to this mimic? Yes, so we're totally going to do that. Dots. If I dismiss your text box by holding down the button for 6 seconds, does anything magical happen? It would not appear so. I think this is perhaps the first time I, at least, have talked to one of the black mimics. And he's got like a white hole in his square face top thing. Let's go ahead and ditch him so I can get to the exit. I think that one was in the trailer. This one might have been in the trailer. I can't remember if this one was in the trailer or not. I think it was. This one I don't remember offhand either. What's happening with this one, just in terms of puzzles? I could do this to kill you. Yeah, this seems fine. I could do that to kill you. And, I mean, I guess I want the chest again. And that just might have been just to like make the puzzles look interesting in the trailer. Is there a reason to kill everyone? Not that I can tell. Is there a reason to talk to a rock? Absolutely. Rocks are fascinating. We'll manage. This is what Gray speaks in the second of Modern Lily's cutscenes, when she is talking on the phone with Freya after having met Four Eyes, the real estate guy. No. Is this right? I think that's when it's from. She's like, "You've been so kind already. It's time for us to move on," or something. Though it'll require some serious work fixing up the broken house. Still, this one feels right. Okay. I'm appreciating this. Okay. Like, I'm doing stuff. Guess I want to talk to this mimic as well. And I should be able to do that by being careful and clever. I don't know that I've been careful and clever. So let's kill myself and try again. What if I don't know why I did that. That's not useful. Here we go. Now I can talk to him. Hey, buddy. Don't have much to say, huh? That's fine. Alright. We talked to him. I don't remember this room. Looks like I just need to get him chasing me over here. Ooh. Let's talk to the rock first. Sigh. Not sure. I'm just so tired. Oh no. Just end it all. I think. Sigh. I'm just so tired. Was that at the end of Modern Lily's campaign, or is that something I'm not immediately recognizing? In any case, if it's something I'm not immediately recognizing, like points for that. Oh, I think I could do this, and this, and this. Yeah, that's a good way to solve this room. Alright, what do we have here? Looks straightforward, because I could break this, pick up this tile, place it here, and then get to the exit. I don't remember if this one was in the trailer. I think this looks suspicious enough that we have to investigate this. But we just die. What if I do this? It does kill me as normal. Alright, it was just suspicious looking. We did our due diligence. Let's pick up a fourth locust idol, sure. Don't remember that room. You're almost there, no matter how difficult things might get. This is Gray's advice to herself on Basement 167, which we've seen recently, except for, yeah. I believe in you. Don't give up. I think that might be abbreviated, though. Can I do this? If I do this, I could still push south. And I need a hole so that I can move tiles around. Except for I would like to have this tile be there. And then push to the south and not die. Yeah, okay, good. I appreciate how many puzzles there are here. I wasn't expecting to find more actual puzzle content. 3 statues, 2 of them tan. But a Lev statue... Like, obviously I can do this. But how do I get something holding the button for the third one without moving anything around? Because I can only push you left or right. Unless there's something amazing underneath you, but there's not. So, I don't see a way to do this, because the maggots aren't going to move. They're always going to be in the left and right columns. I can push the Lev statue off and then solve the puzzles. Is that true? I think it's true. Can I push the Lev statue off? Yes, but I have to push it south before I'll be able to push it off because I need the timing to work out here. That was not correct. Actually, hold on. This is the first time I could have moved here. This is the first time I could have moved here. If I push to the right, I'm just gonna die. So how would I get the Lev statue into the middle? Yeah, okay. Oh, I have another way I can kill you. But then do I have enough entities? Like, I can kill you with my sword, which only just occurred to me now for some reason. So if I do this, now I can move things around. I have 2 tan statues and a maggot. Yeah, things are fine. Okay. Puzzles. I did something dumb. I didn't push this tan statue down yet. And now I don't think I can push this one into a location... Yeah. Okay. Push that one down first before doing all that. Okay, so you are going to live here. You are going to die to the sword. I guess I could have pushed the topmost tan statue to the left as well. Then we are going to move a hole here, and move a button here, and put you on it. And then we're going to open up a hole over here, and put a button in there, and then every so often this exit will open, and I can go in it. Okay, great. This one, I think, was in the trailer. Let's just try, like, the obvious-ish stuff. Yeah, it doesn't seem too bad. It's already bad. Is there something clever I can do now? Because I'm out of pushables, right? Oh, no, it's fine. No, I can't move things around. I can pick up, but I can't put down. Because there aren't any extra holes. So I can't move things. So this one... Okay, so that did not work. So... This one can go here. The issue kind of is this one. I guess this one also could have gone here, which enables me to push this and maybe hole one of these in something. Yeah, I have to, like, preserve one extra rock somewhere, it feels like. Because this can go here, this can go here. This one is kind of freed up. Wait, no, yeah, one of them has to go here. So you have to free up another one from somewhere. And it's not obvious to me yet where that somewhere is. It does occur to me that I can do this, and now this one is free to move to other places. But I'm not clear that that helps me, because it's not like there's one over here. Or is there? Or is there? Well... I'm losing my ability to get this one. I was going to push this one to the right, then I could push this one to the left and out and, like, have them in open space. But then I don't have a way to push this one down because now there's 4 blocking here. So it feels like this one has to go down. Is there another way to get rid of this one? Okay, I spent like an hour on this and couldn't solve it. And I only just accidentally tried interacting with the rock. Keep at it. Keep at it. Give it your all. Keep at it. Nothing is impossible. Trust yourself. Is this just a joke? That this one's impossible? You'll make it. You'll make it. You'll make it. Keep at it. Can I talk to all of them? You can do this. Some of them are probably untalk-toable. But maybe one of them has like a hint or something like buried over here. Give it your all. I believe in you. Keep at it. You'll make it. I believe in you. Give it your all. Keep at it. You'll make it. I think I have to kill myself to try to reach some of the ones in the bottom right. Let's see. I believe in you. You'll make it. I believe in you. Do they say the same thing? Yeah, so it does seem like each one maybe has its own distinct text. I don't remember if I read this one. Give it your all. And then did I read the one up and right of me? That one seems like it's probably hard to get to. If I do this, I would get to it. I believe in you. And I believe, have I up and right of me here? That's harder to get to, but I can get to it. You can do this. See, the thing is, I can't. So this might be impossible. Like, I haven't proven it's impossible. There are some clever things you could do on the right-hand side if you, like, hole a rock and, like, can move some different pieces around, but it might just be a joke. But maybe there is a way to do it. I'm not sure. Oh, interesting. I'd exited the game, and when I came back, it put me here. Okay, that kind of suggests... Yeah, that kind of suggests, then, that this is a joke. Because... Oh, I forgot it brings me all the way here. That's fine. It's playing Dancing Infinity, which suggests it goes on for infinity. All the rocks were giving, come on, keep at it, you can do it, or whatever, to like keep you going in there. And I felt pretty good about not being able to find anything. But I was actually coming back in for a different reason in that room. I guess I could just do it here. There was a thing in the game where if you're voided as Gray or Lily, and you die a bunch of times in a row in quick succession, it would bring you to an ending. The rock ending or whatever that we saw once. And, oh! Okay, so you can do that here. That's the usual thing. I could press the button to try to get back up, but if I don't press the button and I fall back over, presumably I will die and turn into an egg. Looks like it. And then I think there's no interactable buttons. Oh, right, it plays Voided again. I forgot that it does that. That's right, I'd forgotten. It only plays the beginning of the song, and just before the lyrics kicks in, the music stops. And if I press my menu button or this button, nothing happens, and so the only thing here is end it all. So what happens if I end it all and come back? Yeah, it just drops me back at my previous legal save state, as it were. Alright. It seems like there's still one other thing that could be found, so I'm going to look for more hints on that. Okay, the hints I'm looking at online, it didn't occur to me to think of this after I made Gore's brand and went there. If your own brand also had 17 tiles, you'd be able to make your own brand, which would potentially take you to the womb room. And apparently there's something that you could do there. I feel like that means I would have to replay all of the EX with a different personal brand because mine has 18 tiles in order to make it possible to go to my own brand. And I don't think I want to do that. Um, so apparently there's something else, and I think that one I'm just gonna go see online perhaps, because I don't have another. If it took me, it take me like 20 to 25 hours to get through EX or whatever. Like it would probably only take me. There's still a couple of rooms that are really hard. Like one of them I have in video, but I have no idea what I did, and so I just have to copy all my things or come up with a better strategy. I feel like it would still take me another 10 hours. Um, and I think I'm going to make that one one thing I intentionally don't cover. Okay. Um, yeah. There's definitely more lore videos I want to make, but maybe this is my actual last gameplay video? Well, possibly. I do still have a list that I've been keeping for a while, and I have added some things to recently of other things that I might want to do. I don't know. I mean, you'll find out in 2 days, probably, assuming I'm continuing to air these every other day. So I will see you when I see you. I hope, as always, that you all are having a great day.